watched Chloe's Thought for the Day. Thought it was really good, and it was entitled "Do What You Can," and it got me to thinking about the things that I do and we do. One of the small things we do is when we go food shopping, we don't use the plastic bags, those thin, horrible plastic bags that you get for vegetables. So we bought some sort of reusable ones, which is good. So, you know, there's loads of things that we can do, and that's really a small thing, I know. But it was right what Chloe was saying about just think what you can do to make a difference. And that's one of the small things that we do. But it got me to thinking about the power of choice, really. And because in there she mentioned about if you have money, it's easier to make, or you have a bigger choice, a bigger range of choices, or power to choose. You know, instead of being, if you're poor, you obviously don't have that many choices. And it just got me thinking about, as believers, you know, before I was a Christian, the power of choice I thought I had, but really, according to the Bible, according to what Jesus says, I didn't have the power to choose. In fact, I followed exactly what my nature was. And the Bible calls that yourself, the old self. And I couldn't do anything else apart from follow my own self, because that's what I was. And yet when I became a Christian, and when we become Christians, that power of the old nature is broken within us. And we're then given a new freedom, a freedom to love as we've never loved before, a freedom to forgive, whereas we could never forgive before. And we had hard hearts. Our hearts are made soft. And we're given the power to choose. And that's the wonderful thing. Before, I couldn't. When I became a follower, I could choose to do the right thing. I could choose to make an ethical decision. I could choose to love. I could choose to forgive. I could choose not to hate. There's a great scripture which I really love in 1 John. Well, the whole of 1 John is good, but 1 John chapter 2, verse 1, where John says, I write these things to you. He was writing to a church. He said, I write these things to you that you will not sin. And if you stop there, you think, wow, that's pretty tough. But the very next sentence says, but if we do sin, we have an advocate. We have an advocate. What's an advocate? A lawyer we can go to. We have someone who has the law on his side, who is Jesus, because of what he did for us, because of his death on the cross, that the price has been paid, the sentence has been paid of death over our lives. And we can go to him for forgiveness and for restoration. But it's the words in that verse, and it says, and you may have seen it before, you may not have, but it says, if we sin. And that's the thing. Before I was a follower of Christ, before I was born again, it was never if I sinned, it was always when I sinned, because I just couldn't stop doing what my nature was. But the wonderful thing is, when you become a Christian, the choice is then given to us. It's if we sin, we have an advocate. So the inevitability of sinning, if you like, is no more. We now have the power to live the life that Christ wants us to live. And when we fall, if we fall, we have forgiveness in Jesus. Now, if you don't know him, come to him. Come to him. Let him put that choice, that power of choice in your life. Give your life to him. Hand your life over to him and choose him today.